Watch the Oprah Winfrey show. And I wait for Oprah to say something stupid, and the second she does, I just take it out on my girl, because I'm an asshole. That's what I do. No, we were watching it the other day, you know, Oprah's on there, she's interviewing some clam, you know, and she's giving her this big ridiculous intro, like she's done this, she's done that, she's done this, and she does the most difficult job on the planet, she's the mother, and continues on. Immediately, I just look at my girlfriend like, you know, like, really? Being a mother is the most difficult job on the planet? Oh yeah, all those mothers who die every year from black lung, from inhaling all that coal dust. Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to fuck them. That's what it is. So there's just this tornado of, like, misinformation. I have the most difficult job on the planet. What would you rather be doing? Drilling to the center of the earth, shaking hands with the devil? Every time there's a rumble in the ground, you wait for the whole thing to collapse down on top of you so they can write that folk song about you, you know? Would you rather be up in the sunshine, running around with a couple of toddlers that you can send to bed anytime you want on some sort of trumped-up charges, right? Because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right, you know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. It's the most difficult job on the planet. Oh, yeah. I thought roofing in the middle of July is a redhead. I thought that was difficult. But these mothers are bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. Dude, any job that you can do in your pajamas is not a difficult job, all right? Give a break. Jesus Christ, you're 35 years old playing hide and go seek. You're living the dream. You're living the dream. No time card, no taxes. You're off the fucking grid. Making popsicle stick houses. I mean, it's the most difficult job on the planet. Oprah's not even a mother. How the fuck would she know? Unbelievable. Granted, neither am I, but I think it kind of balances itself out when they get bigger and they start thinking like they know shit, you know? Like, I understand why parents hit their kids. I get it, you know? I'm not saying take your day out on them, but definitely, you know, they get a little lippy, you know, throw out a jab, set the tone, you know? Sort of. No, when they start thinking they know stuff, I can't, you know, my buddy's got a kid. His kid is at that age, right? They invited me over to, you know, come to dinner the other day, because I'm like at that age, I'm like that weirdo guy they feel sad for, so they gotta invite me over. So, yeah, I really have a pathetic existence at this point in my life. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to be social with the kid, you know? He's really into space, so I'm like, hey, look, the stars are out, huh? The stars are out. The kid's like, actually, that's not a star. That one is Jupiter. Jupiter is the 5th planet. And I'm like, wow, hey, you gotta do that bullshit like you're impressed? Ah, that's amazing. Wow, really? Is it? Is it? They won't shut up. They just keep going on. It's got 17 moons. And I gotta sit there acting impressed as I'm just waiting for another adult to come by and just scoop the kid up and just rescue me. Gotta sit here and act like I'm amazed with this? I saw a stripper quit on stage 2 months ago. What do you think you're gonna tell me that's gonna blow my mind? You're not. Nothing. You got nothing. So the kid just kept going on and on. It's got that, it's got that. And I couldn't take it anymore. So you know what I finally did? I poured a little water on him. Oh, he didn't know what to do. It was great. He just sat, he just froze up. He didn't have the social maturity to be like, dude, did you just fucking pour water on me? How old are you? What kind of a person does something like that? So I'm sitting there, I am laughing my ass off. I'm dying. I'm like, I cracked the code. I finally figured out what to do in this situation. And you know what this little bastard did? He went in the kitchen, he fucking told on me. Then my buddy's wife comes running out. She starts screaming at me like I'm 5 years old, which technically I am, because I'm pouring water on, like, you know, 6-year-olds, right? We don't do that. We don't do that in this house. That is a no, 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 no. We don't do that. That's when my temper came up, and I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you, fuck your kid, fuck Jupiter, I'm out of here. I don't need this, right? No, but I didn't do it. I just sat there and I was like, look, you're pouring water on kids, okay? Just had an honest moment with myself. You know when you try to debate it in your head to try to make yourself right? Yeah, but dude, it's bottled water. Like this kid doesn't get rained on, that acid rain, you were cleansing his brow. I don't know. But I'm gonna have a kid, because I like when they're little. You're a complete maniac, not work on yourself, and then just have a kid, and then just start downloading all your fucked up thoughts onto their little pristine little hard drive. You know? You send them off to school with your little manifestos. They're freaking out other kids at school. 2 + 2, Timmy, what'd you get? Daddy keeps cash in the walls because he doesn't trust banks. Yeah. No, it's embarrassing to know this little about yourself at my age, man. I gotta get beyond it. Like, do you know I finally ended up getting that pumpkin? You know, I did it. I actually had to bring my girlfriend down to the supermarket, and I had to walk her by the pumpkins. Because I knew the second I did it, she was gonna freak out. And she did. The second she saw him, she was just like, oh my God, a pumpkin. Halloween's coming up. We should get a pumpkin. Oh my God, let's get a pumpkin. Starts doing like this little pumpkin dance, and I had this unbelievable urge just to take her head and just fucking mush it right to the pumpkins. And really hold it there for a second, like feel the panic in the back of her head as the air bubbles became like less and less frequent. She sat there contemplating, is this how it's gonna end? Pumpkin seeds up my nose. I always envisioned being surrounded by loved ones, looking back on achievements. It's so orange. No, I resented her. Resented the fact she gets to be a fag. She does. She gets to see pumpkin. Oh my God, right? Sees a little puppy. It's so cute. Cries at sad movies. I gotta hold on to all of that shit. Slowly dying inside. Go out to go see a sad movie, comes to the sad part, what do? She's crying, I gotta think of some funny shit. What if somebody kicked Sean Penn in the balls right now? I start laughing. Then they get mad at you. How could you laugh during a time like this? Because I'm not fucking allowed. That's right, thank you, sir. I like how you turn this into a town meeting, this guy down here. Right, that's exactly it. I always wanted to cry when I was watching Lifetime, but you know, I was never allowed to. Fucking sick. Hopped up on Dayquil. I think that's my tribute to the Fillmore. That's the drug I did before I got on stage. Had to be a little buzzed, right? My own little pedestrian way. So anyways, no, I just feel myself. I'm starting to change, man. I'm a happier person, and I have a shirt on. They already got a beer belly, even though they never drank before. And they're not even self-conscious. They don't try to suck it in. They just let it hang out over the diaper. Got like cereal in their hair. They're a mess. They're a mess. They just see people talking. They just come up, hey, kid, Tony Applejack. They just start telling a story. They don't have the decency to start at the beginning. They like start in the middle, then they jump back to the beginning, and then they tell the end. It's like a Tarantino movie, like Travolta's walking by in the background. Hey, Tony Applejack. It's like, what the fuck is this kid talking about? I love him. Somebody get him a stool to sit down. He sounds like he's gonna have a heart attack. It's like drooling all over himself. Do they make wife beaters for little 2-year-olds? They should do it. Little Fisher Price Harley Davidson. I can't take it. They're adorable. I think they're getting ready to like microchip all of us. I'm not even joking, dude. Have you seen that new Duracell commercial where that woman can't find her kid in the park? You know, dude, what kind of a fucked up way is that to sell batteries? It's a little hardcore, don't you think? Don't you remember the old battery commercials? They show some guy in a rainstorm, right? Changing a tire, takes out a flashlight. Hey, thank God I had Duracell. I can see how wet I'm getting. That was it. Now they're showing this woman, she can't find her kid in the park. She's sitting there like, Kevin? Kevin? Has anybody seen Kevin? Sitting there freaking out, then she pulls out this device. And then all of a sudden, Kevin comes running out of the woods. And they're just like, Duracell batteries. It's like, dude, fuck the batteries. What was that thing she just took out of her pocket? Kevin know to come out of the woods? He didn't have an antenna. His sneakers weren't glowing. What the fuck is in Kevin that is connected to that? Dude, don't just show me that like that's normal. Oh, yeah, remote control kids. Hey, let's go see mommy. Dude, that is some creepy New World Order shit. Evidently, it's a bracelet, and they just put the microchip in there. But that's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna scare the shit out of you that someone's gonna take your kid. It's just a bracelet. Well, what if they take the bracelet? Oh, we'll just glue it to the forehead. We'll just sort of drill it in there. I'm telling you, whatever they're doing to dogs, they're gonna be doing to us in like 10 years, right? They got those 6 microchips with their balls cut off. I'm telling you. They're gonna have us on TV waiting to get rescued like some accountant looking all fucked up at the TV, right? That's what you're gonna hear in the future. That's gonna be the future. Dude, you hear about Eddie? Ah, they turned his chip off, man! Dude, the guy's fucked. He is fucked. He made one little joke about the government. Next thing you know, he had to buy a round. His head wouldn't go through. They kept scanning it, nothing. He's outside screaming up at a satellite, turn it back on. They're not turning it back on. The dude's fucked. The dude is fucked. Dude, I ain't standing next to him. The research. Don't listen to me, I'm an idiot. But I swear to God, I think they do. Fucking blowing off the president, you know? That's what killed me. Nerds. Nerds run the fucking world. I couldn't believe it. Doesn't be somebody big and scary. Nerds. Remember those kids in 4th grade who would strike out playing kickball? Which was practically physically impossible. The ball was like half the size of your body, but somehow they do it. Big swing and a miss, penny loafer flying down the 3rd base line. Those are the guys. Dude, Can anybody explain to me the difference between loan sharking and banking? Is there any fucking difference at this point? This one guy was like, well, dude, I'll tell you, the bank won't break your legs. Well, it doesn't fucking have to. What it's doing is legal. The reason why a loan shark does it is because what he does is not legal. So you're like, what do you do, take me to court? Breaks your leg, all right, I'll fucking pay you. No, I know, I'm a maniac. I'm becoming that guy. That conspiracy theory guy, you know those guys? You hang out with them, everything's cool for like the first 10 minutes you're watching the game, then all of a sudden he just looks at you like, dude, there's no gold behind our currency. You realize that, don't you? You're like, oh yeah, that's great. Let me grab my drink. Let me think I'm gonna walk over here and sit down and get away from... No, it does, it's unreal. I can watch like 18 hours of TV, one murder mystery after another, be on YouTube all night long. Spent 4 hours the other night just watching people get bit by poisonous snakes. Just having the time of my life. That's what you get, you dumb bitch! Just screaming at my computer. Hey, you know what it meant? It just felt good just to get it out. Well, you give me a book, I just can't do it. I like it. You know why? Now you got there's enough weirdos here. You still got there's enough mom and pop sort of independent run stores. That's a big thing with me. Like when I go on the road, like I can't do these chains anymore. I just can't. You know how depressing it is to go to a town and see like another just horde of fat people stumbling out of like a cheesecake factory? Oh, they're horrific, just pressing their face up against the glass. Hey, they put cookies in that one, It's like they're inventing ways to get extra fat,